The sword sharp, the heart torn. If the form depart from function, blame the art store. Tried and failed to let my guard down. Cut through the air with a sharp sound. Every bar gram, I got that art loud. In Israel, they turning kids into parts found. Shoot at the heavens, now there's stars on the ground. Scars to be healed, use the bars to reveal, cause it's hard to be real. The God's been killed, the still land, look how much blood been spilled. Fuck around, make the sequel more cerebral. Dehumanize the victim, you don't hurt people. Tell yourself you're so righteous. All while you dance with the devil in the white dress. In tune with the moon, I fear the night less. Kill your top 5 and any who bear likeness. The mic check made the light glitch. Ask my phantoms how to make it out the matrix. They said the same way you make it off a slave ship. Ghost in the shell, try to phase through the mazes. The flame sacred, the chains flagrant, my soul less than tamed. It's caged in, smoke till my mind feel vacant. Tried to let my guard down, but it's hard to let the pain in. Taxi driver, my favorite Scorsese flick. The haze is lit, in tune with the waves and shit. The oil tainted it. Mass graves filled with native kids. Meditate while the ranger strip. Exist in the now. I skim through the Dow. Life redundant. The piff loud. Form follow function. They bit styles. Forgot to pay homage to God. That's the flaw. The morning star. The storm not far. The score on card. This art demands sacrifice. I'm talking more than scars.
Understand conflict and stress. It gives you ideas.
Bless the vision. Pray the sight restores. Scene 5 like 4. Can't hide my flaws. I light my piff. Float to the sky on floor. Reflection eternal, so I die some more. Watch the tides from shore. High for days like I couldn't stand the ground. Light the loud, it blocked the phantom sounds. Not every ancestor wished me well. Cursed like film with the girl out the wishing well. Every bar gram, how the fish get skilled. In the land where the kids get killed. Sometimes I feel like Neo in that scene where his lips get sealed. Trying to speak truth to power. Bombs over Baghdad, not every rain is shower. Government spy on us constant, then blame the towers. To absolve their conscience, light the sour. Spark the haze, sin in the light of day. Scenes signify how life amazed. The cycles change, some freeze from the sight of flames. They send shots, I ain't been quite the same. Since the pain spill, I feel less sane. Healing rain, expand domains, the void infinite. God killing discriminant, spit it like I'm in need of some Ritalin. If the vision militant, that's that. Full metal jacket flow, try to grasp a hold of something tangible before the casket closed, far from rational. Wasn't supposed to make it past the toddler. Turn your favorite rapper into cannon fodder. Came back with the gold aura, shocked all them. Everybody ballin' who shot calling. Life ain't a game, try not to die often. How many lives Minecraft costed? Overthink shit, the mind turned to a coffin. May the tides wash away all sins, all flaws, all limbs. If it all falls, don't swim, pray to Poseidon. Days of it all in a flame on horizon. Chained to a tyrant, the feds came, killed Hampton. The world stayed silent. And that's why I like piff, fight, light form, shadows, hone skills. In a land known for drone kills. What it take to make the globe heal. Bless the vision. Flow it off of instinct. In a land where city planning let your people drown, swimming up Schitt's Creek. I can't do the surface conversation. Every verse of observation. Search for constellation. They still in land. I hope you got a reservation. Meditation. What they do deviate from preservation. Caught up in this perverse nation. Why so many old men gynecologists? Shit need acknowledging. System need abolishing, demolishing, remodeling. So many souls hollowing. Chasing dollars, only purpose promoted besides finding what's at the bottle's end. Find God within. Everyone wanna be outside. Run with the wolves or you hide with the houseflies from the east. I don't know about the south side. The rain's corrosive, trained in hypnosis. Try my best not to code switch, go through the motions. Life about the ups and downs, too many overdoses. Trying to touch the crown but lack the focus. Watch the throne with my third eye. We're the central five, you can't invert time.
He would rape women, he would attack them, he would attack them in front of their children. And the police were so intent on getting the five of you that this man who was committing these crimes at the time, who was sent to prison for these crimes, was never in any way linked because of their blindness in this case.
You know, it's an intuitive thing. The film talks to you, and the story talks to you, and so it's a little bit action and reaction. You know, you're experimenting as you go to get the thing to feel correct, and how to become it. It has to feel correct to me, and so you work until it does feel correct. And on this, there were fewer elements going along in the sequences, and so each one became more important. And I start getting, real fascinated about the way sound would present itself, how it would come up out of nothing and go, and how it would die away. Those things became real critical. The way things appeared and disappeared.
Some will argue that restraint can heighten the emotional effect.
It's too little is not so good. Too much is not so good. It's that magic point when all the lights go off like a pinball machine.
This the prequel, don't let the media deceive you. They bombing kids in Gaza, speak truth regardless. Past full of nooses gave visions of starships, plus the vision. As well as the visualizer, minimize the ties till they rise up. Live inside the mind, don't deny love from yourself. Stuck in the matrix, I hope that these drugs could help. Whoa, don't confuse the one for the other. Don't abuse the love of your mother. Don't reduce the sum of your brothers. Stash funds for the winter, bloom in the summer. Smoke loud in the rain, call it thunder. In a land where they raped and plundered. Through our borders, became slave runners. Traitors, the numbers outrageous. Love is still sacred, I don't really pray, but I pray that we make it. Said I don't really pray, but I pray that we make it. I lost sight of the evils, I think we all die in the sequel. The false god lie on the people, feel it in the air, I ain't talking about Siegel. Don't be desensitized to genocide. My friend survived attacks in Tel Aviv. Still free Palestine, the fuck you mean? Let them sit with that, let it drift a bit. I like to piff and rap. Still spit it like it's spliffed with crack. Product of the product of narcotics. Don't ask if I'm godless, ask if I'm conscious. Far from flawless, the stars is falling. Blockade in place so the kids are starving. Death awaits with every breath they take. It's hard to meditate, knowing even if I pray, that shit gon' happen anyway. Flow sour haze, killers of the flower moon. Phases change, not every grave stay the same. We need to tell our own story, set flame to the maze. Don't pray just to pray. Don't pray just to pray. Don't pray just to... Bless the vision. Don't let the heart turn stone. Weep for the children dead and missing. I've been faded, dreaming of liberation. The surface was suffocation. The air and land need to be seen as sacred. Everything glittering gold in the matrix. The difference is for the latter, they spill blood of natives. Filled up the slave ships, watch how the waves shift. I'm in the mountains, keep an ounce lit. These sounds is my counseling. My soul in the lost and found bin. Drones in the sky, pray to the gods. There's a ghost in my mind, setting flames to it all. Smoke to the times that they say I was flawed. They tried to whitewash away my resolve. Stay grounded in the land where they hate based on claims unfounded. Mass graves still hidden, place flag like we found it. Pray to Pip, decolonize my mind, free Palestine. There's a war going on outside, find God inside the border, a thin line. Matter of fact, it's more concept, too many been killed behind. The oppressed get vilified, apartheid still alive. Ghost in the shell, you can feel the vibe. Let it drift. They want that raw shit. The sacred flame started as a spark. Art imitate life, life imitate art. Trying to get paid in full, shit could get dark. Don't assume this a prop, I only smoke piff, I don't have ops. Shadow box till my phantoms drop. Surveillance state means the cameras watch constant. Don't ask if I'm conscious, ask if the prophet acknowledged the labors that came from what Nas spit. I gave you power, I gave you knowledge. Transcended masters as a novice who killing Stalin. Pray for the flaws of the fallen. Sorta like the king of the curses. Beneath the surface I re-emerge with the verses. Disturbed worship to warn of the serpent in the form of a warship. They're trying to That's the vision. The fever dream was far from lucid. The gods disputed how best to draw the blueprint. Blood of a poet, songs of a martyr. Lungs couldn't hold in the ganja, that's karma. They stole the land, then they stole the labor they had farmed it. Ghost of plantation still haunted. While the kids stay starving, they banned beloved. In Eden's garden, they been bugging. Fuck it, I keep the blunt lit. Watch the sunset. Libya flooded just as the poet predicted. The soul been conflicted. The art grow amidst the dead and living. Desperate to make sense of the senseless. What if the flesh was running and you shed it right before the next dimension? Till then I see it as restriction. Try to free yourself, they deem it as forbidden. Bless the vision, test the wisdom. Them cops in Uvalde, they left their children. Some days I'm destroying, some days I'm rebuilding. Try to tell the God sky the limit, but I have no ceiling. On some classic Wayne shit, how I keep the flame lit. This here's sacred, fuck I look like passing the mic. You probably gon' taint it. Trying to flow the same shit, flow the same brick with the same chick. It's the same clip, words paint the picture, but the soul how you frame it. I can't explain it beyond that. The God back in the form of vessels, the flaws crack, I couldn't bless you.
The rain exposes the drenched streets, the cheating contractor and the failed state. Days later, Mustafa Trabelsi was dead in the flood. His poem being an absolutely painfully prescient verse.
Perfect.
Bless the vision. Illuminate beneath the crescent. Your top 5 alive due to God's discretion. Raised on Nas, the message, my flaws reflective of a land where the law is oppressive. Guard your blessing, where my scars like necklace. Ghost in the shell, I only flow for the fleshless. The vessel on path to transcendence. Every step mindful, like a minefield. Find time to let the mind heal. But even broken, the rhyme skill. Remind them how the 9 mil leave the mind spilled. clockwork orange, denied will, divine wills, the sky fall, the tides kneel. Sleep with them beats that define chill. The world's sick, the design ill. Leave them fiending to find pills. Seen the signs since they signed the crime bill. Seek lines to describe how the highs feel. Don't talk about the crash. Form follow function, we fucked if the flood flash. What once was a cipher, now a bloodbath. I feel like Full Metal fighting lust and wrath. Stumbled off the drunken path. The god's sober, but nothing lasts. Nothing lasts, fuck it, fill the blunt with hash and laugh while my lungs collapse. The things we do to try to run from past. Piece it back like memento. I don't think shit be coincidental. Watch insomnia, sleep cooking instrumentals. Deny my soul, redeem my mental. Flow transcendental. It's hard to reach the fifth dimension while you holding metal. Know yourself and know the ledge too. The government know our water lead filled. If life don't give you freedom, no death will. In Israel, they bombing children, what it mean to settle. Don't let your mind be colonized by the devil. Free Palestine to dehumanize a part of genocide. Keep that in mind for the days ahead. Not a prophet, just a vessel.